welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from Heart. So we're going to do your August reading for you. I'm going to try and do a mid-month if I can. It just depends on, you know, things. So I get really busy on the website, and also I have lots of other things that I do. So, you know, just depends. So I always just try and round it off and say we do the month, and then if I've got time I'll do a mid-month. So I'm using for your reading this month my beautiful Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. It really is a beautiful, beautiful deck of cards. I really, really love them. So we're going to use that today. I love the way that because you know that I'm a great fan of cards that have illustrations on them. These ones are brilliant illustrations and they tell 1,000 stories, so they're very, very good. Sometimes a little bit too much going on in the illustration I find that can get lost, so I just use the meaning of the cards rather than just looking at the picture. I work with three senses: intuition, visual, and also my knowledge of the cards. So for your advice reading, depends on what type of reading comes up for you guys. We've got Romance Angels or Angels of Abundance, okay? But no more sort of 3 readings at a time every month. It's just too much. You know what else is doing that, so I can't be bothered with that. It's just too much to do, you know. So we're just going to do one straight reading every month, and if we've got time, we'll do a mid-month, and we keep the reading shorter now, at the very most 30 minutes, at the very most. It just depends. Let's put this to the back here and let's see what's coming in for Virgo. Universe Spirit, show me Virgo for August 2018. What's coming in for Virgo for August 2018? Show me what's coming in for Virgo for August 2018. Show me. Right, we split the deck again like so. These are massive cards as well. They really are very, very big. Okay. Okay. So you've got Justice coming to you, but Justice is the energy around. We'll find out what that's about in a moment, okay? I think that if your challenge is that you've been picked on or bullied, because this Nine of Wands looks like this guy. Can you see how he's on crutches? This is your challenge position, Virgo. So this guy's on crutches. He's obviously been beaten up, and you've got these people jabbing at him and laughing at him and stuff like that, but he's still holding his head up high, and that's why you guys are going to experience justice, okay? So, you know, some of you guys, because this is your challenge position, this is what's influencing you getting your justice. So if you have found that you've been in a very kind of tumultuous situation, whether there's been any type of abuse or bullying going on, which I'm reading in with this Knight of Wands, and having to stay within your power, if you stand within your power and keep your head held high, you will actually find that things will turn out the way that you want them to. The energy around you is you getting your justice over this in the month of August 2018. Now, the reason that everything is happening, there's a person around you, Virgo, and this could be read as you, the Queen of Coins. But also I think this could be a friend as well. But the Queen of Coins is all about being very, very grounded and making some very practical and common sense decisions, which is why you guys are receiving justice in the month of July 2018, because you stood within your power. You've ignored all the naysayers, all the people that want to poke and jab at you like this. You've ignored it. You've stood within your power, and that's why things are paying off for you. So I'm seeing a payoff here. It's good. Could also be something legal with that justice energy. In the recent past, you guys have experienced the death card. Okay, so I think that this has been a major transformation, a major change with the death energy showing up here. The most likely outcome for the month for you guys will be the Eight of Cups. New beginnings, perhaps even a gift, especially if you're getting justice. Could be a reward, for example, with the justice energy, in which the most likely outcome sees you winning a trophy or getting some form of a gift, for example. You're receiving a gift, I think, with this Ace of Cups for some of you guys. Coming in the immediate future, what you guys will experience, Virgo, in the month of August 2018 will be the Hanged Man. So this is time to step back and reflect, possibly to the annoyance of other people. With the Hanged Man energy, some people will be like, what the fuck is she or he doing? What the hell is Virgo doing? Because you are taking a step back with that Hanged Man to reflect. Okay, the Hanged Man deals with themes of taking a step back, re-evaluation, reviewing, self-sacrifice as well. Sometimes this is looking the fool too. But you guys in limbo, taking a step. But I don't think it's in limbo. I think it's surrendering to the energies of what's happening to you at the moment, and needing to maybe to put a few things on hold here. Even if people don't understand that, this is you guys saying, actually, this is time for me now. I've been through the wars and it's time for me. You guys in the month of August 2018 are showing as being the Seven of Swords. This is you with the Seven of Swords energy. So this is all about you guys being clever. intelligent, using your smarts. This is about you coming up with a very clever action plan, because the Seven of Swords, and if you are the Seven of Swords, this is about you guys. And I do think that you guys, you're not being, the Seven of Swords you can look at as in a good way or a bad way. If it's somebody else, it's usually not very good, but if it's you, this is about you being very careful, being very cunning, being very sly. But there's a good reason for why people do that. You know, maybe you're going undercover about something here. Alright, with the Seven of Swords energy showing here. But this is you, this is your position now. This is who you're showing us, the Seven of Swords. Let me have a look at him. I mean, he is showing us stealing stuff and taking off with a candelabra and a laptop. And there's a fox there. The fox kind of indicates sly behaviour on the card. But, you know, you can't read the cards exactly as they look. So this is all about you guys being very cunning, I think. Because the fox is also cunning. So I think you guys are being very cunning in the month of August 2018. We'll find out what that's about. Influence is coming in at the Fool, new beginnings, a new path, taking a risk. Hopes, let's have a look at what your hopes are. Fears, Five of Coins. Maybe that something's not going to pay off with the Five of Coins energy showing here. Financial instability is the Five of Coins, and also rejection. We'll find out what that's about in a moment. The overall outcome for the month shows us the Chariot. So this is success. After a hard-fought battle, I'm seeing some of you guys are getting success here with the Chariot energy. Let's get what this is about. So you guys are showing us the Seven of Swords. Why is Virgo showing us being the Seven of Swords? Why is Virgo showing us being the Seven of Swords? Okay, well, two cards flipped out. So you've got the Eight of Wands, which is all about information being received. This could be about money, for example, with the Six of Coins. It could be an offer. So you guys, I think, with the Seven of Swords, I think that I wouldn't say that you're being cunning. I would say that you're trying to avoid something, I think, here with the Seven of Swords energy. I think that you guys are actually trying to avoid something with the Seven of Swords energy. Because Seven of Swords can show somebody who's trying to avoid something. I think that information has come in. It's all about some information that came to you. Could be an offer with the Six of Coins energy showing here as well. Maybe there's information that you received over an offer. And it looks here with the Seven of... It's either that you're being quite cunning and using your smarts, coming up with an action plan. It could be some information was received over an offer. Because the Six of Coins is an offer card as well. Or this is you guys trying to avoid something here because you received some information over a Six of Coins. And that information is about the Six of Coins energy. Do you have to pay anything out? Usually Six of Coins in the reverse. Six of Coins can either be that you give or you receive. So maybe you guys are having to pay something out here. I'm actually going to say you're having to pay something out. And this is why with the Seven of Swords, I think that you guys are trying to avoid this. So I think you show as the Seven of Swords as you're being smart, you're being cunning, you're using your intelligence. Because this is the card of intelligence. Okay, I think that you're trying to avoid doing something here with that Seven of Swords energy, Virgo, because I think that you've received information for some of you guys. It might be that you need to pay something out with the Six of Coins. I can't see you being the Seven of Swords can also be where you have achieved. You've made some form of an achievement. It's either way, I think. I think either the Seven of Swords shows you achieving something here, because he's achieving getting away with the goods. Could be you received information over, you got information over you guys receiving some money with the Six of Coins, or you're trying to avoid something here, because it might be that the information is you've got to pay something out. Can be twofold, can be either way. Now, the reason that everything is happening is this Queen of Coins, which, Virgo, I'm reading as you. Alright, so this could be something to do with your work, your job. It could be something to do with your home with the Queen of Coins. But why is the Queen of Coins, why is Virgo the reason that everything is happening? Why is Virgo the reason that everything is happening? Well, I think that you guys here are trying to be very practical with that Queen of Coins energy, Virgo. I think it's because I think that with this moon in the King of Wands, it might be over a person, somebody you don't trust. Because the moon is about illusions and distrust and uncertainty, and this is about a person. So it might be somebody that you don't trust here, for example. Maybe you received information here from this individual that you've received something. Or you've got to pay something out. Maybe you received information that you have to pay something out here. And that's why you're, with the Seven of Swords, being very cautious. I think that you're being very cautious. Despite what the picture shows, I think that you're being very, very cautious with that Seven of Swords energy. You might have received some information that you need to pay something out. And it might be the reason that everything is happening is because you're being very, very practical, very resourceful, very pragmatic with that Queen of Coins energy. Going over everything with a fine tooth comb with the Queen of Pentacles energy, because you don't trust a particular person. This King of Wands must have sent you the message that you'd received something, potentially. Interesting. Now, in the recent past, you've had death. What's death about? What's the death card about? The Four of Coins. Okay. So I think there's been a change to your status. The Four of Coins deals with the themes of possession, money, stability, security. I think there's been a change in terms of your security. It could be your finances, your savings, for example. Maybe your savings were taken, for example, because there's an ending to some form of stability showing here. And your challenge is the Nine of Wands. So I think that you've been wounded here. So this is all about standing strong and holding the faith despite your wounds. What's this Nine of Wands about? The Three of Swords energy showing up here. Okay. Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So I think that some disappointment, it could be a lie, it could be some form of disappointment with the Three of Swords energy has got you guys really frustrated with the Eight of Swords energy showing here. And that's why you're having to, your challenge is to keep the faith, to keep on going, to keep standing within your power. To stay determined, to stay motivated, because I think that somebody hurt you here with this Three of Swords energy, and I think that this has you with the Nine of Swords, sorry, with the Eight of Swords, lacking any type of trust. It's got you feeling very fearful. It's almost like this heartbreak that you've gone through with the Three of Swords has made you retreat back into a mental, back into a thought process of not trusting. It's almost like you've experienced something where you don't trust. Somebody's done something to you and you no longer trust them. You feel entrapped. Because Three of Swords is all about being hurt and heartbreak. And the Eight of Swords is about feeling mental traps or feeling entrapment in terms of your mental thoughts, mental blockages. So this hurt that you've experienced has kept you trapped. And that's why with the Nine of Wands energy, you've got to keep going. That's your challenge. Because you're likely to retreat back into not trusting. And this is why, I think with the Seven, you're showing us the Seven of Swords energy. I think that this is you guys. It's just the picture that gets to me on these cards. Because he looks like he's trying to get away with as much as he can. But he's doing it in broad daylight to the astonishment of others. No, actually thinking about the story, sorry about this Virgo, but I've just looked at this story. I think this is you guys trying to get away with as much as you can. I think you've received a message that you've received some money for some of you guys with that Six of Coins. I actually think you've received a message here that you've received some form of cash. You've received some form of a reward here, money. I think this is what's happening. And the reason that everything is happening is the Queen of Coins. I think that you are starting a new life on your own for some of you guys. You've looked over your finances, you're being very resourceful, you're being very practical, you're getting very serious about what you have and what you don't have with that Queen of Coins energy showing here. Because you don't trust this individual, the Moon and that King of Wands. The Moon is not to trust, and the King of Wands is an individual. So I think for some of you guys, you don't trust a particular person. And that's why, with this Seven of Swords energy, you're taking as much as you can from where you are for some of you guys. Because you've received some information that you've received something. So it's almost like you've got the green light now to make some new plans. I get the impression some of you guys are trying to get away from a particular individual here. And you've got now a chance to do that. I'm seeing a chance for some of you Virgos to get away from a particular individual. And you've experienced the ending of some form of stability here. This Four of Coins can represent financial possession, financial stability. But in the recent past, it's been the ending of this stability that's been built up for you. And your challenge is standing strong with the Nine of Wands. Because somebody told you a lie with the Three of Swords. Also a separation. Heartbreak, disappointment has you guys retreating back into this negative thought process with the Nine of Swords, i.e. Eight of Swords, i.e. I can't do it, i.e. I don't know where to go, where is my next place, where is it I need to be now, because I'm leaving this situation behind. There's someone you can't trust here, and now you've got the go ahead to move on to another plane, to move on to something different. Your world, I think, for some of you guys has been turned upside down. I think some of you guys, your world has literally been turned upside down. It's the ending of your security, the ending of your stability, but you've got to keep on going. Because some of you guys, you've been greatly hurt, and that hurt is really leaving you with the Eight of Swords energy immobile. It's making you retreat back into all of this negative thinking. As a result of that, the energy around you will be justice. What's the Justice card about? What's the Justice card about? Right, the Two of Swords. So there's a decision, two decision cards, Two of Swords. So I think that the energy around you guys now with the Justice energy, I think that this is all about a decision that needs to be made here with the Justice. It might be a legal situation as well with that Justice energy showing here, but more than anything it's about needing to, because this legal lady here has to make a decision. She has to weigh up the pros and cons between two people's arguments here. Okay, and this might be a decision to end a relationship with the Ace of Swords. You can see that the dog is being operated on, possibly being put down even with that dog on the card. In the surgery, if you can see that. But also the Ace of Swords is, this is the Ace of Blades on these particular deck, but the Ace of Swords is all about a new plan of action, making a decision also to break free with the Ace of Swords energy. Okay, so I think that the energy around you guys with Justice energy is all about making a final decision. And that's about with the Two of Swords, that you've been in two minds as well for some of you guys with the Two of Swords energy. You have a decision to make. Do you break free with this Ace of Swords energy? So I'm seeing you guys have a decision to break free from an individual. There's somebody, it could be work, it could be love, it doesn't matter what it is. It's up to you to decide what this pertains to. But I think that some of you guys have a decision to make. Because you've been in two minds over whether with the Ace of Swords energy, I think, to act on an idea, to form a new action plan. You've been in two minds over a new action plan that you have here with the Ace of Swords, and you've not really known whether to go for it or not. For some of you guys, you might have been in two minds over to whether to sign a legal document, for example. That could be something to do with a legal situation here with this individual. The most likely outcome for the month will be the Ace of Cups. And what's this Ace of Cups about? So I think that now this is a new beginning, perhaps. What's the Ace of Cups about? Well, it's about a home, the Four of Wands, showing up here. And the Five of Swords. So whether it's to leave the home, I think. Five of Swords is about separation, and Four of Swords is Four of Wands, sorry, is about the home. So I'm just getting used to these cards because there's so much that shows on them. I hope that I wasn't, yeah, that's fine. So I think that some of you guys, it might be to separate from the home, for example, with the Four of Wands energy. Five of Swords and that Four of Wands. There's a new beginning. More than likely, Ace of Cups is there's a gift as well coming here for you guys here. But I think it's a gift from the universe with the Ace of Cups. Also healing with the Ace of Cups energy. New beginnings. Because this is all about you guys breaking free. Separating with that Five of Swords from this home, from this relationship with the Four of Wands. Coming in, you'll have the Hanged Man. And what's the Hanged Man about? So I think that you're kind of stuck in limbo. You can't make your mind up here. What's the Hanged Man about? Well, you're hurting, aren't you? The Five of Cups. It's about you hurting with the Five of Cups energy showing up here. And the Four of Cups as well. So I think that you guys are still very much hurting. And nothing will diminish this hurt with the Four of Cups. You're really hurt and you're unsatisfied with the Four of Cups at this offer. You can see that the cup is being held out here as well. And this person's like, oh, I don't know, I don't really want it. So there is an offer coming to you. There is a new beginning. There is something being offered to you. And that offer is to sever ties with where you are now. But you guys are in limbo. That's the most likely outcome of what's going to happen. But it's showing in the immediate future, you guys are in limbo with the Hanged Man energy. You can't make your mind up because you're so hurt and dissatisfied with the Four of Cups energy showing up here. And those are very much emotional things as well. Coming in, you've got this new beginning though, taking the risk of the Fool. What's the Fool about? What's the Fool about? Well, it's about the Devil. So I think that there is an opportunity for something new, but this is a temptation, because the Devil is all about temptation, okay? This might be a temptation. It might be coming from a friend, for example, a Queen of Wands here, showing up here. One in which you need to seek some introspection, because actually, Virgo, that's you with the Hermit energy. So I think that showing up here, there is the opportunity for a new beginning with the Fool energy. But this is all about a tempting offer from, I think, a friend, a Queen of Wands energy, showing up here. One in which you're going to seek some introspection. You're going to kind of step back and say, is this something I really, really want to go for? Because I'm seeing somebody who's offering you a new path here. And it's a very tempting offer. Also, this opportunity, it might be with the Hermit energy, you're seeking, so you're studying this, you're looking into it, you're saying, is this something I should follow? Maybe you don't trust this Queen of Wands, you just show with the Devil energy as well. So this could be a very seductive individual as well. Maybe somebody that you need to look into a little bit more before you actually go ahead with it. Hopes or fears are the Five of Coins. And I think that this is destitution with this Five of Coins energy. Why is the fear of the Five of Coins for Virgo? Well, I certainly think that you've got goals showing up here. I think that your goal is really just to be satisfied and happy with that Queen of Cups energy showing here. Might also be something to do with your intuition as well, with that Star and the Queen of Cups energy showing here. It might be that your intuition is really strong about doing something here. It might be that your intuition is telling you with the Two of Coins you're going to be going through maybe some financially unstable times, because the Two of Coins is all about financial instability as well. It's where you're having to try and manage and be careful with your finances. Queen of Cups is all about your intuition as well, showing up here. And the Star energy is all about intuition too. But I'm more inclined to think that this is about your hopes or your goals are really just to be contented with that Queen of Cups energy showing here, and to try and find some balance or make some balance within your life. And that's why your fears are the Five of Coins energy. Maybe your fears, because we're asking, well, what's the Five of Coins about? It's not showing me another coin card. So it's showing me more things to do with the soul, the spirit, the intuition. So maybe your fears are lacking faith, because the Five of Coins we can read as a card that means lack. Maybe your fears are to feel a sense of scarcity in faith and trust and hope. Because what you're hoping for, I think, with this Star energy is just to feel content and be able just to manage with that Two of Coins your lot. So really, what you really want is just to be content. But it might be that your fears are, well, what if I'm never satisfied with this Five of Coins energy? The overall outcome, sees the Chariot. What's this Chariot about? What's the Chariot about? The Three of Coins. So this is about success and victory, but also finally determination. I think that you guys are very determined with that Chariot energy to start developing some new plans going forward with that Three of Coins energy. I think that you're very determined to start moving forward, and these new plans could bring you great abundance, great wealth, great stability with the King of Coins energy. We go through a 3 to a King. It's quite a very heavy reading, I think, for you Virgos for August. We'll go through this reading again. I can't find where my clarifier cards are for the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it was the Moon, wasn't it? I can't find where I put them. I must have put them back in the deck because some card... There it is, the Moon and the King of Wands. I can't find the King of Wands now. I don't know what's happened to him. He seems to have disappeared. Oh, these cards are like a little bit of a nightmare, to be honest, to try and navigate your way through because they're so hefty. But anyway, we're not going to spend much longer on this because I really want to be done quite early on these readings. I don't want them going on forever. Alright, can't find the King of Wands card. I'll find him afterwards. So, for the month of August 2018, for those of you that this reading resonates with, I think that you guys with the Seven of Swords, you're just trying to get everything that you can. This isn't stealing, this is about you guys really trying to get everything that you can with the Seven of Swords energy. Because the situation is you've received some news, I think, with this Eight of Wands energy, and that news could be that you're going to receive something here. It could be money, could be news about money, receiving money with the Six of Coins, receiving a settlement with the Six of Coins energy. And that's why you guys just want to get everything that you can. Now, the reason that everything is happening is because you guys, some of you are going it alone with that Queen of Coins. Okay? You're going it alone. Because, and you're going it alone and you're building a new life for yourself, for some of you guys with that Queen of Coins energy. So you're building everything from the ground upwards. And this is because you don't trust the moon. So the moon, it showed with the King of Wands, but I can't find the card. Must have gone back in the pack when some stuff fell over. So this showed with the King of Wands, and some of you guys don't trust. There's a lack of trust, I feel, with this. And there's a lot of secrecy and distrust with the moon energy, with the King of Wands energy. And this is the person that I think there's a legal situation going on here for some of you guys, and you're looking just to get everything you can. Now, in the recent past, there's been a change, and it's incredible change. Possibly to your status, your money, your security, your stability. But I think that you guys, your challenges, you've got to keep on going. You've got to hold the faith with that Nine of Wands energy showing there. You have been hurt, Virgo, but you've got to keep the faith. Because this person hurt you with the Three of Swords. You've been greatly, greatly hurt. And it really has set you back with that Eight of Swords. So much so that you don't trust anyone or anything. Now, as a result of that, you guys will experience justice. Energy here. So this is all about you guys finding harmony and balance. For some of you guys, it might be a legal situation coming to the fore around this situation. But this is about your indecision. So finally, I think a decision will be made. But this is all about the indecision with that Two of Swords energy. A decision being made over the Ace of Swords. Bringing a breakthrough. Could be a legal breakthrough for some of you guys. Could be the birthing of a new idea, a new plan, a new action plan going forward. The most likely outcome will be the Ace of Cups, the gift of a new life. Because I think that you guys are severing. You're severing a relationship here. Some of you guys are leaving a home, for example, because this is separation, the Five of Swords. So some of you guys are separating yourself from a home. And this is the new beginning. So this new beginning comes about because within the home there's going to be some severance here with the Five of Swords energy. So I think the overall outcome is that you guys are actually going to be leaving someone, for some of you guys here. Cards keep falling down. There we go. I see some of you guys is leaving someone here because it's just not working out. And also I think that somebody did the dirty on you and somebody lied to you. So what you're out for, Virgo, is just to get as much as you can get. And some of you guys will go down that legal route. Some of you guys. But this is an achievement as well. So the most likely outcome will be an achievement. You'll be able to sever ties. Sever ties. Some of you guys, you might even be able to retain the home or take the home. Or take what is owed to you. But I think it's more about you guys leaving a home or leaving a relationship here. Coming in, though, you're in limbo. The Hanged Man. And you're in limbo because you're hurting with that Five of Cups. You're hurt and you are completely deflated emotionally. Nothing helps. Nothing heals the situation. And whilst you're hurting with that Five of Cups, you don't want anything. You don't want anything new. You're not interested in a new beginning. You just want to wallow in your own pain, which is fair enough. However, we do have the Fool. So the Fool could be a new beginning, potentially. But also the Fool could be coming in, have some fun. Go out there and explore something new. So some of you guys will be, the influences coming in are exploring some form of new territory. Could be just having fun. I've got a very seductive female showing for some of you guys here. A very tempting female here. Somebody who's trying to tempt you into doing something different, something new. But something in which you take a step back. You might close yourself off to it with the Hermit. Or you might take time to think, well, is this really what I want to do at the moment? Because I'm in such pain. I'm in such pain that I really, really don't know whether I can get myself out of this. I think that the hopes mainly for you guys, Virgo, in the month of August 2018 is really, well, the fear is scarcity. And the fear with the Five of Coins is lack. And I think that this lack is all about lacking hope, probably. Your fears are that you'll give up, because that lack is all about your hopes with the star energy. And that hope is all about contentment, finding contentment. And just settling for what is, going with the flow with the Two of Coins. So it might be that your fear, what fear is, well, what if I don't believe in that anymore with the Five of Coins anymore? What if I don't trust it? The overall outcome, though, shows the Chariot. Despite the difficulties that you've experienced, this is about you guys regaining control. The Chariot energy. Starting to devise some new plans with the Three of Coins, perhaps between you and others. Building up your abundance, building your strength with the King of Pentacles energy. Especially if it's money orientated as well with this Queen of Wands who seems to come in and offer you some form of an opportunity here. It might be that you go for it. You decide, well, yeah, I might as well. I'm getting the impression that some of you guys have been greatly hurt by an individual and you're going through a really tumultuous situation here, especially in terms of getting your money, getting your possessions, that type of thing. Getting what is owed to you, Virgo, from this individual. So if you guys are going through the legal system, it should go in your favour, I feel, in the overall outcome. I am seeing still wallowing in some pain here, in limbo, upset, feeling down, feeling depressed for some of you guys, and not wanting to go for anything new because you're still stuck in that pain. But I think that you guys are really afraid of being stuck in that energy. Because you're afraid of the Five of Coins scarcity. And that scarcity is all about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Wanting to feel content, wanting to feel at a place of acceptance. And just going with the flow with the Two of Coins energy showing there. The overall outcome with the Chariot is, yeah, you'll move forward. You will. Despite the difficulties and the obstacles, you will move forward. And you will start devising and working on new plans. It could even be with the King of Coins. It's not a love situation, it's more of a money working situation with an individual. Maybe developing a new business, a new idea. But I think in the overall outcome, this is all about you guys moving forward from this situation. I don't think that you're using it as a distraction, but what you're saying is it's time that I move forward. I can't keep holding on to the past. It's time I move forward. Let's quickly go and get your advice card. Let's get the Angels of Abundance. So, Universe Spirit, what's the advice you have for Virgos on this reading? Okay, two cards came out. The Power of Prayer and Declutter. So what you guys need to do, says, give this situation to God for uplifting and healing and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. And it's also telling you that you need to declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Very true. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. It did look like you guys were really in a very what's the word I'm looking for? You just look like you were up against it, okay? Especially emotionally. So I think the universe is saying, give this situation over to God, and most of all, declutter. Get rid of anything that reminds you of this individual. Get rid of anything that is making you sad or making you feel down. It's time to declutter and it's time to move forward. Okay, once you start to find that there is a space that you can be in, that you can start to heal, some of you guys are really going to feel better about that. Alright, that's your reading, Virgo. Take time to heal and you'll be fine. Take care. Bye-bye.